Hi guys, we're back for the final on our turd polishing 101 for the Lindbergh F-104 Starfighter. Well, we did what we could. Fixed what we could, dealt with what we couldn't. And we have an assembled plane. It is Starfighter shaped, sort of. And it'll look fine on the shelf. But it's definitely nothing you're going to be wanting to take to a contest or anything. The kit decals were trash. I had decals already, so we used those. This one, starting off from the front, if you remember from the previous videos, the pitot tube was a piece of junk. So we made the new one from the syringes. Did what I could with the canopy. It's the wrong shape. It's supposed to be more of a bubble on the center section and be a smooth flow, and it's not. I sanded and trimmed and fit and tried to get as good as I can. It looks okay, but it's not right. The whole thing is raised rivets. I sanded a lot of those down so they don't show as bad, but some of them are still there, which is okay. The biggest thing, which I'll show you when we bring out, if you see the one behind, there's another Starfighter sitting there, is the fuselage on this thing is about an inch too short. An easy way to see that is, of course, now it's in the wrong spot. If you look at the as it comes around, the insignia should fit completely in front of the wing for where the wing starts, and I had to actually raise it up and overlap the decal to get it to fit. So the whole thing is like a half. If I were to measure it out, there's about a ½ inch missing from the front section by the engine inlets, and there's about a ½ inch missing for the tail where the air brakes should be. There are no air brakes molded on this kit, but you know where the air brake should be, we're missing about a ½ inch there. And I'll show you. I'll do some side-by-side pictures, and when I get this down off the turntable, I'll do the side-by-side in the video as well. But that being said, I'm putting in the work, doing a halfway decent paint job. I use Vallejo paints for it, except for the wings, because they were just straight white, so I just spray bombed them. They're Krylon or Rust-Oleum, whatever gloss white I got sitting around the house. For the paint scheme, there's one mistake on here that's 100% my fault, but I was able to fix it, sort of. And I'll show that when we get it off the rotisserie as well, because I actually put the decal on upside down. That never happens, right? Alright, so let me get this down off the turntable, and we'll be right back, and we'll do some side-by-side comparison with the other Starfighter.
10 seconds later.
Alrighty, we're back. Just for reference, we have the 1/48 scale monogram, Revell monogram, however you want to look at it. F-104 Starfighter could be either the C or the G model. They're interchangeable with the Lindbergh kit here. Let's say it's about an inch shorter, the fuselage overall, but then again, the wings are also too big. They're too wide, so that it makes it look even more off between the two. I'll see if I can do this in camera. I'm going to try. I may have to reset again. Okay, so we're reset, and as you can see, I have the tails even with each other. This is the Monogram, Revell, and the Lindbergh. You can see the difference in the length and the difference in the size of the wings. And actually, the Monogram one actually sits taller by about 1/4 of an inch to 3/8 of an inch taller overall, which you can't see from this angle, but again, when you're doing if you got it just by itself, it's going to look pretty much okay. As soon as you put it next to another one, then it's like, wow, something's wrong there. Alright, so there's that. It's so here you can kind of see the difference in the height. It's not bad, but again, if it's in the area of another starfighter, it just looks off. So let's take him back. Let's take him back here again, out of the way. But again, at the end of the day, we have what looks like a starfighter, and my mantra, but it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it must be a chicken. It's a passable model for a desktop or for yourself. Again, it's definitely not a contest type model, but again, it is what, 50, 60 years old now, I guess, somewhere around 60 years old for the tooling, so we can't complain too much on that. That's one thing I see a lot, is people complaining about the old kits and not recognizing the technology of 50, 60 years ago compared to what we have today. I mean, sure, I wish every kit was like a Tamiya, where you just add glue, shake the box, and it's done, or even worse, the Bandai, just shake the box and they're done. With recessed panel lines and 850,000 parts, where you put in each individual piece of ammo for the guns and whatnot, but make giant dissected frogs. But this is our history, this is our heritage, and we do what we can. And say, as you can see, with a little bit of work, we managed to create, from the giant turd that the Lindbergh kit is, we managed to create a passable F-104 starfighter. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see another turd polishing video, you can go back in my playlist and find the Airfix Fleet Air Arms Corsair. It's about 3 or 4 years back. That's a major turd polishing. And I'm gonna try to do a couple of these a year, because I've got tons of old kits from the 60s and 70s. Up next, I'm going to be working on the original MPC Darth Vader figure, and then we're going to see about getting the lightsaber to light up and getting his chest panels, lights, and belt lights all working. So till then, I'll have some slideshows, photos at the end of this video, and then we'll see you. I'll do probably tomorrow an intro on Vader. So guys, have a good day, or good evening, good morning. It's getting warmer outside. Spring is coming, and we'll see you on the next video. Good night.